I've been asked to talk a little bit about the process of trustee appointment and selection. As all of you probably know, there's one member of every community college board of trustees who is the county superintendent. That's an ex officio appointment. In recent years, though, I don't know exactly how it is here in Hudson, but the county superintendents have been stretched very thin, so there really isn't one for each county. Sometimes each county sup has 2 or 3 counties, and that makes it a little more difficult for those people to do their jobs. But that's one member of our boards. Another is an alumna trustee chosen in various ways. Ours is elected by the graduating class each year. In some colleges, those trustees can vote. In others, they are just members of non-voting members of the board. That varies from college to college based on their own bylaws. And then we have the county appointments and the state appointments. And the process of appointments, frankly, to presidents is sometimes frustrating, not because of the quality of the people that we get. I think we get some outstanding people, but the time it takes often to fill vacancies. Many presidents can tell stories of having 1, 2, 3 vacancies that languish for a year or two, and luckily people are reappointed until someone is reappointed or not appointed. The current members can stay in place, but at times when people move or pass away, as we've had in some of ours, it takes a while to get a new person in office. But the freeholder selections and the state selections are done by people in the community wanting to be on the board, as many of you had or are being invited to be on the board. At times, I have had our board chair or political leaders ask me, do you know of anybody who's good who would like to be on the board? And I've suggested some names and had them eventually be appointed and was very happy to work with them. And at other times, I've met the board members. I didn't know who they were, and the board chair didn't know them well either until they came into the orientation meeting. So it works both ways, but I have to say in my own experience, I've been very fortunate to have good board members from a variety of different professions who've been supportive of my role as president. The state and the county appointees sometimes are appointed jointly almost and together because it's the same party, like in Camden County or here in Hudson, that makes recommendations to the state on the state appointees and the county appointees. And sometimes when it's a different party in office at the state, you get different people from other aspects of the community appointed to your boards. I have to say, in my case, some of the best board members I've had have been Republican appointees in Camden County, although it took them hard to find, to find them sometimes. But the ones they have found have been good and contributed very well to the life of the college over the years. So it's a process that I think is a good one for New Jersey. I have not worked in any states where the community college boards were elected, but I know from talking to colleagues in other states that's a whole different ballgame when people are campaigning and it's an elected office. I think we're fortunate in New Jersey to have appointed trustees, people who are interested in the work of the college for the work of the college. They're not going to get any money from it, and they're not going to move on to higher office from it or anything like that. So they truly are people who are concerned about what goes on at the college and want to support it in their way. So I think the process is good. I just wish sometimes it were more timely, especially at the state level where the community college boards sometimes have less prestige or priority than some of the other boards that are paid or that work on things that people are much more interested in general than community colleges. Not the potential trustees lack interest, but the people doing the appointments lack interest in getting down to ours. So every time there's a new governor, we have some new young appointments person come in and pledge how they're going to get all these filled, and we're still waiting. I got 2 held over 3 or 4 years, but they're good people, and I'm happy to have them stay on my board.